Hi there, Beat the Calculator here and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be exploring the advantages and disadvantages of the mode, median and mean so you can choose the right method to calculate the average. This knowledge is featured on some GCSE exam boards, but it's just a useful skill to learn in general too. We'll be providing an exam style question at the end to test your understanding. Before we get started, here's a sample mode, median and mean problem from last week's video. If you need to jog your memory, we highly recommend that you watch our video on how to calculate the mode, median and mean again by clicking the ribbon here or the top link in the description. Here are the answers. The mode is 30, the median is 35 and the mean is 40. First, the positives of the mode. It's easy to work out as it doesn't involve any hard calculations and can just be found by counting. Another positive is that it isn't affected by incorrect results. For example, let's say you were doing a science experiment and for one of the readings you incorrectly recorded it. The mode of your results won't be affected by this one incorrect result, so we can draw correct conclusions. The final positive is that it can be used for data that doesn't have numbers. For example, you could find the mode number of fruits in a bowl. The mode also has a few disadvantages. For example, there's not always a mode for a set of data, or there may be more than one mode. Also, the mode is not always a good representation of the data because it doesn't consider all the values. If we take a look at this set of data, the mode is 30, but it hasn't taken into consideration the other numbers, like 10 and 70. Next up, median. The positive of the median is that it isn't affected by incorrect results, like in the same way as the mode. However, the negative is that it isn't always a good overall representation of the data because it only takes the middle value and doesn't really look at the first and last few numbers. Another disadvantage is that it always isn't one of the actual values in the set of data. For example, the median of these set of numbers is 35, but the number 35 never actually appeared in the set of data. This might not make sense on some occasions, such as population census, as it doesn't make sense to have half a person. Last, but not least, mean. The mean is usually a good representation of the data as it takes in all the values. However, it can be affected by incorrect results because it will add together all the values and also isn't always one of the actual data values like the median. Now that you know the advantages and disadvantages of each the mode, median and mean, you can choose which one's best for different kinds of data and also give your reasons why. To test your understanding, here's an exam-style practice question. Here are the number of people who attend a sports club on different days of the week. Which average, the mode, median or mean, best represents this data? Pause the video and get cracking. A hint is to work out the mode, median and mean first, before making a decision on which is best. So, let's first work out the mode, median and mean. The mode is just the value that appears the most often, which in this question is 30 people. For the median, arrange the values. Luckily, the values are already arranged for us, and find the middle. Here, there is no middle value, so add together the two middle values and halve it. This gives us 32.5 people. Now, find the mean, by adding all the numbers together and divide this by the number of values. 300 divided by 6 equals 50. Which is the mean. Let's see which average is best. 145 people on Saturday is an extreme value that doesn't correspond with the other data values, so we can say that the mean is not the best average to use here, because it includes a possible incorrect value. The median is 32.5 people. Just by looking at this result, we know it isn't the best average to use, because it doesn't make sense to have half a person. As a result, we can say that the mode is the best average to use here, because it gives the best representation. For bonus tricks and puzzles, follow us on Twitter using the link in the description. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Beat the Calculator. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.